Hello everyone, welcome to DevOps Era. So in this demo, we are going to set up a Jenkins job that will be deploying the code to the Tomcat server. Okay, so here we will be deploying the Java application. Okay, so the prerequisite is that we need to have our repository set up in GitHub. So in previous demo, I have already shown how to push the local Java project to GitHub repository. Okay, then we should be having the EC2 instance in AWS. Okay, and then the Tomcat EC2 instance. Okay, so once we set up the job, we set up the Jenkins pipeline, then it will be deploying the code. It will be creating in the WAR file and it will be deploying it to the Tomcat server. Okay, so once the deployment is completed, then we will be able to access it using the DNS URL. Okay, so this is a basic Hello World application. All right. So that was it. That was just wanted to before we getting started, just wanted to give you an overview. So basically, we are just setting up the our Jenkins job, and we will be accessing the uh, application in the Chrome browser. All right. So let's get started step by step. All right. So firstly, I need to have our EC2 instances up and running. So let me first start my EC2 instance. So here this Jenkins and Tomcat, these are my EC2 instance. So let me start it. And once it is started successfully, then we are going to connect to it. Okay. So let me quickly log in here. Okay, I'm signing into my AWS account and I will be starting my Jenkins and Tomcat instance. Once we are successfully started, I will be connecting to it. Okay, so it will take couple of minutes to start. All right, so I see my EC2 instances are started. So let me quickly connect to Jenkins instance. Okay, so I have separate video where I have shown like how we are connecting to the EC2 instances. So for detailed video, please consider watching that. Okay, here I'm quickly going to launch. Okay, yes. All right, awesome. I'm in my Ubuntu Jenkins instance. Similarly, I will be connecting to my Tomcat instance. Okay, okay, yes. All right, so my Tomcat and Jenkins are up and running. So let me now log into my Jenkins instance. Okay. This is the public DNS name. I have a separate video where I have set up this Jenkins. So if you're not sure how to set up Jenkins, then please watch my other video. Okay, in this I will be directly logging in. So this video is specific to setting up the Jenkins job. Okay, so this is the dashboard. So to get started, so I will be clicking on new item. Okay, and here we have to enter the name, so I can give my Java pipeline. Okay, so here you can give any name, and in this I will be creating a freestyle project. So there are multiple options to create a job. So this is a quite a traditional way of creating, but it is a good starting point to learn Jenkins. So that's the reason I'm covering the freestyle project. Okay, so select the freestyle and click on OK. Awesome. So once the job is created, so it will be going to the configuration page, right? So here we have to give the different inputs, right? So for which we need to build a Jenkins pipeline for, right? So I will be selecting the source code as a Git because we know like, right, we have our project, Java project in the Git, right? Okay. All right. So it is asking me for the GitHub repository URL and the credentials. All right. So this is our Java application that we will be setting up a pipeline for. Okay. So here I have copied the URL, pasted. So in the Git credentials, we need to give our pat. Okay. So I have my pat configure. But if you want to, you can just add it and then use the Jenkins username and the password should be your pat. Okay, so it should not be your password, actual password. It should be the pat. Okay, so uh, yeah, this is done. This configuration is done. Then git build trigger. So these are nothing but like various options that how we want to trigger our pipeline. So for this we will be using pole HCM. Okay, so here you can give it like H. So if we want the pipeline to be triggered every 2 minutes, then we can give H2 and then 4 star. Okay, so this will trigger the pipeline every 2 minutes, sorry. Okay, and then the build environment. So it can be anything. Okay, I will leave it blank for now. Okay, and then in the build step, so how we want to build, right? So this should be our uh, Maven. Okay, because this is Java project, so we will be selecting the Maven target, right? So here it is asking us for the Maven version. So we will be selecting Maven 3, right? So this we can do the configuration in the Jenkins, manage Jenkins. Okay, that I will show you quickly. And then the goal is for to have a clean install, right? And let's see what we have. So here we need to give the pom dot XML path, right? So let me quickly see where my pom is, right? So it is directly in the root. So I will straight away give the pom dot XML, right? Okay, awesome. And then the post build action. So these are the actions that we need to give like once the build is successful, right? So it will be creating in this step, it will be creating the jar. So post build action, like let's suppose we want to get a Java Coco coverage report, right? So here we can select this, right? So once and again, like the final step would be we want to deploy this var to the Tomcat server. So we'll be selecting the deploy to the container, right? So here we have to give the file name. So here I will say it can be any path, then dot var, right? Context path I will be leaving at blank, and the container is the Tomcat. So we had set up Tomcat version 9. So I have given a detailed step how to set up a Tomcat in EC2 instance in my one of my demo video. So I will leave the link in description. So credentials, similarly we can give the credentials like um, Tomcat user and password. So I had shown in my video how to set up, and then the Tomcat URL. So Tomcat URL is nothing but our DNS URL. Okay, so that we can get it from here from the instances. Okay, here click on this. Okay, and then connect. Alright, so here we can see our Tomcat DNS name. So I will copy that. I will make sure that it is up and running. So see, okay, it works. So let's copy this and paste it in the Tomcat URL. Awesome. Alright, so that was it. So that's all. We have done the configuration. So let's quickly check. We have given the GitHub URL. Um, we have given the build triggers, right? And then showed the Maven configuration. Okay, and then I will apply and save. Okay, so now the configurations are completed. I can click on build now, and you can see here the pipeline is triggered. So we can also see the logs in the console logs. So awesome. We can see the build is successful. Let's go to console output. Okay, it's taking a bit time to load. Okay, here we are. So we have all the logs here. So we can see the build is successful. Okay, and then the uh, var is deploying to the Tomcat server. So here we can quickly check the Tomcat var. So we just have to give this w app. So here, let's see. Awesome. So here we can see uh, our application is up and running. So quick test here. So let's say we make some changes in our code and we want to run this pipeline again. Okay, so let me go here, go to my source web app. So here in the index, I will make a quick change and commit. Hello world, welcome to DevOps Era. Okay, and let's commit it directly to the master. Okay, awesome. Let's now go to our pipeline and let's run the pipeline again. Let's give it a minute. Okay, awesome. So our pipeline is successful. Then let's reload this URL. We should be seeing the message that we just committed. Awesome. Hello world, welcome to DevOps Era. Alright guys, so we have covered agenda for this demo. So here we have successfully set up our first Jenkins pipeline. Okay, let me quickly summarize what we have done. So firstly, we have created a new job, okay, with the name my Java pipeline. Okay, then we did the configuration. In configuration, we have given our repository URL, right, and then set up the steps to trigger the build pipeline, right? All right, guys. Yeah, here you can see we have our repository URL and the post post steps. All right, I hope everyone have learned how to set up the Jenkins pipeline. So if you find this video useful, then please consider subscribing. Thank you and have a good day. Take care.